We had just come through a bit of trauma myself. My brother had just committed suicide. And then I met Dean and he's told me about hands-on health and the beautiful work that he was doing with that. And I thought, wouldn't that be beautiful to have that for our community because of all the trauma and the transgenerational trauma that's handed down. So I just wanted to work out how could we help my people in partnership. So Dean and I formed that dreaming 12 years ago. What we're doing now is walking side by side. There's no one more superior than anybody else. There's nobody telling somebody or dictating how they do it. It's a two-way exchange. They're learning, we're receiving the impacts, and it's heart. It's all from the heart. There's nothing tokenistic about it. You know, and as an Aboriginal person, you can clearly and quickly identify when something's tokenistic.
The people here are really good people. Like it's that, you know, it's kind of like a little family in a way. We all come down, how you going? G'day, how are you? And it's just feeling welcome. It's feeling like a place where you belong here. It's a family, it's a community. You know, us as Aboriginal people and communities in our traditional ways that we used to do things, and we still do. I think that really complements being at an Aboriginal footy club in the chiropractic side of it, and how it's, you know, us as Aboriginal people and you know, healing and being able to heal physically, chiropractically and mentally as well. I think it really complements that, and it kind of gels well in the way in Aboriginal communities and how they're structured. I think their approach to it is really always, it's very culturally safe and appropriate. So I think that's another reason why community can always feel like fine to come here. People's attitude that are here, the students that are here as part of their placement to finish their placement with us, and you know, their attitudes to us as Aboriginal people and wanting to learn more about us as Aboriginal people is something that I guess us as Aboriginal people appreciate. I know it's something that I really appreciate.
The Aboriginal community around here, they embrace it. Our culture, they've always known we're all the medicine and all that stuff, and they've always had to like deal with all the different ailments and things like that as they, you know, without what follows influence sort of thing, you know what I mean? But there was always, you know, they knew where the medicines were, and if they needed to like find the trigger points and things like that, which they were able to do, they had to figure it out themselves. But the knowledge coming down from like all the elders and things like that.
I think that one of the things that we classically hear with a lot of the elders and traditional healers and have experienced over time, and April and Uncle Lee and I often talk about this, is how closely aligned the essence, I suppose, of chiropractic is with traditional approaches to healing. So we often hear the elders talk about the bush being the provider of all things for communities. How do we bring the best of those two worlds together so that we, you know, the Western approaches to healing, the hands-on healing, as well as the culture and the spirituality, the foods, the fibres, the medicines, and all learn from each other?
I think on a personal level, it's great to be able to give back to any community, and in specific a community who continues to go through so much. So yeah, on a very small scale, I really think that what we're doing here is kind of bridging somewhat of a gap. And yeah, it's easy to feel that it is working from a very personal sense.
It's not at all top down, and we're really privileged, the students will say the same, to be able to walk with our Aboriginal brothers and sisters and really be enriched by that whole exchange.